FCS playoffs are here, everyone. We are at the spot for the playoffs. The bracket has been set. We have the first 8 games of the week. We already have our 8 bye weeks, our 8 bye teams, if you will. We are going into the first round of the playoffs. Everyone, welcome to Slasher U. I'm your host, Christian Rao, here with my co-host, Steve Feck. We're going to break down game by game these FCS playoffs, and we're going to start off with St. Francis of Pennsylvania taking on Delaware, Steve. And this is a game that you and I are both very excited about. Delaware, one of the 5 teams in the Colonial making the playoffs. And St. Francis, man, they can score some points. They look real good on that football field.
They do, and they kind of flew under the radar because of the conference that they play in. But again, consistent offense. They can run the ball if the passing game is denied them. And since they're playing Delaware, at one point Delaware was the number 1 ranked pass defense in the nation. So St. Francis, I think, can adjust to that. Lovell Armstead, he leads and carries. He's sort of like the grinded out kind of guy. But if they are able to pass effectively, you've got that freshman Elijah Surratt, which we talked about a little bit when we were breaking down, the bracket announcement. That kid has become like the star, for the Red Flash. He's going to draw a lot of attention from Delaware. I think if Delaware is going to double up anybody, it's going to be Surratt, and that's going to let Mekhi Jackson, who's more of their possession receiver. I think we're going to see him do a lot of quick out routes, little short passes over the middle to kind of move the chains. And then maybe that will cause Delaware to change their defensive scheme. And then maybe they can try to push it down field to Surratt. But I mean, Surratt's got 13 touchdowns. He's had 11 in the last 3 games. So for St. Francis, I think they're coming in, they're on fire. They're pumped up to have this league title. Delaware has lost their last 2 games.
Yeah,
and
this is 3 of their last 4.
Yes. So this is something that concerns me. Ordinarily, if you were going to just say St. Francis, Delaware, I'd say, well, it's going to be the Blue Hens. I mean, but I really think that they have struggled. Their defense has not been as dependable as it has been earlier in the year. They haven't been bad. They just haven't been stopping the big plays. So Delaware is going to have to find a way. Nolan Henderson's going to have to find a way to exploit St. Francis's defense, because it's not like the Red Flash have a top-ranked defense. I mean, they get it done on the offensive side of the ball. And I think today that might just be enough. They may just have enough offense to squeak by Delaware. I think there's going to be more points to score than you would expect in a game where Delaware is involved, but St. Francis has been that terrific. So I'm going to go with the Red Flash here. I don't know. What do you think of there, Christian?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too. It's hard not to take that if you see a team in Delaware who's lost 3 of their last 4, and then you look at St. Francis, who has won 9 straight. They have not lost a game since week 2, and that was against an FBS team. So, I mean, that is something to keep in mind. They have looked fantastic once they got in the conference play. 9-2 is their record. Their last 5 has been phenomenal, especially their last 4. The lowest they scored in their last 4 is 38 points. Their last 2 games, they won against Merrimack 52-23, and then the second to last game beating Duquesne 51-14. This team can score. They can put up points. They are explosive on the offensive side of the ball. I think that they're going to be able to keep this Delaware offense in check defensively just enough, or they're at least go punch for punch and probably have the last uppercut or 2 in this one. I'm leaning with you as well. I think St. Francis can win this game, and I do think we're going to see an away team get this one. This one is at Delaware Stadium. It is on Saturday at 2:00 Eastern time. You can check this one out on ESPN Plus. All these games, the first round of the FCS playoffs, are available somewhere in the ESPN family. Make sure you check that out. If you are interested in this game or you have a prediction, leave it in the comment below. Let us know your thoughts on this one. Do you think St. Francis is going to continue their hot streak? Can Delaware come back into their winning ways? We know they have shown flashes in the past to do that. And I said flashes. That's kind of a pun, right? With the red flashes on the other side.
Very nice.
I'm getting like you. Okay.
There you go.
Better. All right. So let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching Slasher U.